All right, this is absolutely outrageous. We're going to talk about in this video, but I just can't believe the coding in this game on new characters that we're expected to buy. And then I discovered this within 2 hours of playing this character that it was wrong. Yet there was nobody over at FoxNext that could have tested this when it took someone like me like 2 hours to figure it out on the stream. There's more details because last night I was like, wow, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But I woke up in the morning with all the details explained on Reddit. We're going to go over why this is a problem. But before we get into like, why should you buy Ironheart? Why should I buy Ironheart? There were 2 reasons to buy Ironheart. One was that she looked like she was a slightly better version of Vision, and Vision could go and replace Thanos on the team that has Minerva, Groot, Rocket, Star-Lord, or BKT. So I saw that there was 2 reasons. The first reason was to put Ironheart in place of Vision, then put Vision back into a great home with BKT, and then put Thanos with Black Order. The second reason was because of this ability right here. Heartbreaker, in war, gain 100,000%. That's key right there. Percent extra focus for this attack. And the reason why that was important, and I got to show you why that was important, is because we had all been looking at Red Skull, and Red Skull's kind of a tricky character to beat. And Red Skull's passive has 2 interesting things that happen in war. One is the damage immunity when there's Hydra minions with him, but also his 10,000%, not 100,000, 10,000% resistance to defense down. And it was confirmed by the developers that if for some reason Red Skull received defense down, he in fact would be able to receive damage. And there have been many cases of him getting defense down with Spider-Verse, let's say, or actually somebody did it with the Power Armor team. They were able to actually successfully land defense down on Red Skull, and they were able to delete the team. Like, this is a thing. We were all expecting this. So, within 2 hours of Red Skull of Ironheart being out, I was testing this. Now, before I show you, I did it twice. First things first, immunity right here, so he's not going to get defense down. And then actually block. There's a chance that these deflects will block and actually block the defense down from landing. But Red Skull doesn't have that. And look what happens here. She does her third ability. It's resisted. It was resisted. Defense down, the block. It actually said blocked on him, immunity. I was like, okay, let's do it again. I did it twice. I did it twice in the stream. I was like, oh no. Oh no, oh no, no. And I was like, and I wasn't sure when this was happening. But right here, we do it again a second time. And look at these guys. We got some deflects over here, but look at this. And we've got immunity right there, but look at this. Here it goes, here it goes. It goes off. And, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. Defense down everywhere. Everybody but the one with the green X, which is negative effect immunity. Everybody gets defense down but Red Skull. And everybody went, what is going on? So, Reminex and some other people and data miners got into the JSON files, and thank you for doing that. And I'd love to give credit, but I'm not sure who actually uncovered it. But a bunch of people did. But right here, Mr. Scotty Mac, Ironheart Ultimate broken. Please address FoxNext. And this is the problem. It says, this is the stated kit in-game, but in-game, it doesn't have the percent sign. It just doesn't have the percent sign. It's 100,000 focus versus some sort of multiplicative effect, which Red Skull has. So the math is way off. Basically, if it was coded the way that it's stated, he would get defense down. But because it's not, and it doesn't have this percent, it's not going off. And this is a problem because she won't be able to kill Red Skull if the defense down doesn't land. It's just that simple. It's an auto lose. So this opened up a whole bag of worms. And this is outrageous, is that there's a bunch of characters that are not coded correctly. Phoenix. Says right here, 50,000% extra focus. Nope. Nope. It's flat. Doesn't have the percent. It's actually just 50,000, which is a very, 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 very different thing. Very different. Not even close to the same. It doesn't have the percent sign. But a lot of people, and I've experienced this a lot. Okay, like when I'm playing against a Colossus, how come sometimes he just resists the dispel? He just does sometimes. Seems like that has not been happening. Then other characters, like Karnak, actually have what they have in game. So I believe there's two characters like this. Karnak, right here, where it actually says 100,000 extra focus. And then the other one is Hand Archer. And then other characters where it actually has the percent, like Ironheart, but they're coded actually with flat, would be Phoenix, Ironheart, Jessica Jones, and Mr. Fantastic. And I got to give a shout out right now to Tana, who's been putting up some amazing videos. And last night I went to bed pissed off as like Ironheart's broken, but I'm not sure. And then I woke up to this video by Tana where he went into the details. I'll put a link in the description to Tana's video. I highly suggest subscribing to him because he puts out videos like this that are very important. And he kind of spells it out, probably a little better than I will, about why this is bad. So, this is a situation. And he talks about it in the video. This is a situation. Is that either, why have two different ways of doing it? Is Red Skull supposed to have 10,000% or 10,000 flat? Is Ironheart supposed to have 100,000 flat or 1,000%? But why are they mixing them? Why is this one right here have percent and actually in game it's flat? Then on Red Skull it's in game correct, and then on Phoenix it's in game wrong, and then in Karnak it's in game right. Which one do you want to do? Because how are we supposed to compare Karnak 100,000 extra focus to Red Skull's 10,000 resistance percent? We have to pick one or the other, percent or flat. They're all over the place. All the characters are different and they're not even coded correctly. So characters that are currently coded correctly, according to the data miners and the JSON files, are Ironheart, Phoenix, Mr. Fantastic, and Jessica Jones. And there may be more, but that's all that I could see based off Tana's video. This is outrageous. Let me tell you why this is outrageous. Because this is a brand new character and it won't work against this team right here. Yes, it does fill the purpose of moving Vision off to another team and replacing Thanos on the BKT. And yes, it does make the team overall better, but it doesn't help on this specific matchup. And this is why a lot of people actually bought it, because the kit said it would do something and it doesn't. The math just doesn't work when it's a flat number versus percent. It's night and day difference. It's almost like a million focus different by having that extra percent or not having a percent, because it's additive. I don't know. It doesn't work right. It doesn't work right. And not only that, but this whole patch has just been garbage. When buggy. Tana talked about it in this video right here, Taskmaster blunder, where Taskmaster's wrong also. How does this happen? How does it happen where Taskmaster is not coded correctly? Now, this actually, I think the Taskmaster is actually a good thing, but basically it says right here, gain 10% damage per skill enemy. No, it's ally. Gain 10% damage per skill ally. Nope, doesn't work that way. Then Casino puts out a video, which side is better, with proof showing how the PvP mode doesn't make any sense at all. The way that one side clearly has an advantage over the other. Yeah, like it's so nuanced how this works, and they haven't addressed this yet. where like if two characters have passive effects that go off at the same time. For example, let's say Yo-Yo on her passive says that she puts offense down at the beginning of an ally's turn, right? Well, then there's other characters like Human Torch, which says if there's a negative fact, flip. Well, which one goes first? And it depends on which side you're on. It's crazy. Or what if a character's passive like War Machine, where, you know, a character falls below health, they gain taunt, where if the other team has Loki, and if they fall below 50%, they get stealth. Well, which triggers? It depends on which side. It's absolutely insane. The code is crazy. Absolutely buggy and crazy. Then we have Black Bolt freezing the game. Black Bolt not interacting correctly with a barrier where he will burp twice and destroy teams if there's an opposing invisible woman. And Ebony Maw's not working right. And Black Order AI is not working right. Fix your game, Fox Next. I really want to tell people to run out and buy Ironheart. But what is going on? What is going on with your game? Bugs. This game is expensive. Let's not even talk about typos and packs and chaos theory or any of that stuff. My God. I'm just not used to this. And I play other games and I'm not used to almost every character coming out with some weird typo and inconsistencies in the code. It's crazy. All right, guys, let me know what you think in this comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.